Good morning, Facebook Live. We are coming to you live from Marble Foster in Fredericksburg, Virginia, at the Growth in Progress Networking team. We have a full house this morning, and we have Mark Toler in the house. He's going to be teaching us how to leverage marketing and bots. Bots, you say?
Bots.
What's a bot?
Well, we're going to find out today.
We're going to find out what a bot is. I want one. That's all I know about bots.
Everybody should want one.
I want a bot. Okay, so check this out. We're going to show you who's in the house. Hang on. I'm trying to go flippy flippy.
There you go.
Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
A little bit louder, please.
Hello.
Come on, guys. Okay, that's enough. I've made a fool of myself long enough. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around to you and you get it started, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Wait.
All right.
Still on me. Wait. There you go. Okay.
All right, we ready?
Yep.
All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming out. My name is Mark with 360 Marketing. I'll give you a little background about who I am, where I come from, what I do real quick before we get started. Back in 2005, I started an entertainment company. Just woke up one day and said, hey, I want to get paid to party. A typical young dude that was partying, but I wanted to make money doing it. So that's kind of how it all started. MySpace was around. Who remembers MySpace?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Everybody, or at least heard of it. Tom, never forget Tom in the white t-shirt that later sold out and is probably living his best life right now. We would hope. Haven't heard nothing about him since, so I guess he's doing okay. Anyway, so social media has been around for a long time. Anybody know like a year on that? I don't even know what year like MySpace was.
Oh, no.
Early 2000s. I feel like Napster and stuff was still around back then.
MySpace preclude Facebook?
I think it was in the late 90s.
Facebook kind of took out MySpace. Anyway, I started a company back then, and I leveraged social media and built it. We started a beer pong company. It's been going since MySpace. It's passive now. I'm making money on it. I get paid on it. I got DJs out there running it. We do events all the way to Herndon, D.C., Maryland. I don't know anybody out there, but social media makes it happen. So that's just a little background. The last couple of years, single full-time dad, decided I didn't want to do the bar life and all the nightlife all the time anymore. It was getting tiresome, and quality of people I was meeting just weren't up to par anymore in my older days. So decided to start a marketing company, 360 Marketing, and our main focus is digital marketing, social media especially, because I feel like not enough business owners utilize social media marketing. They don't know what's going on. So on that note, how many have a Facebook fan page? The business page for your business. Everybody, right? Okay. I always like to do this. Who posted in the last couple days? Okay. It's getting better. It's getting better. So half of you did, half of you didn't. Who's got more than 500 likes on their page? Numbers are getting less. Getting less. Who has even took the time to invite all their friends to their page? Okay. So you guys are putting a little bit of effort in. A little bit of effort. Who host events on their page when they do stuff? Of course you. All right. So there's all these, you get the point, there's all these different things we can do to utilize Facebook. Now where the messenger bots come into play, we're going to get to that. The biggest thing about everyday life and the social media thing and all of our businesses, we got all these different platforms, we got all these different avenues, we got people, if we're busy and we're doing something, you know, we got people hitting us up asking random questions. Who gets those random, hey, how can I get in contact with you, or how much does this cost? You get those random questions, right? And it's normally at the worst times where you're just like, man, I got to stop and you're like pulling in different directions because you feel like you need to just be able to answer questions instantly because you do. Everybody wants instant responses. So somewhere over the last couple years, these messenger bot things come about. It's integrated with Facebook. And what it does is, more than anything, before we get into the marketing part of it, think of having a virtual assistant 24/7. It'd be great, right? Everybody wants one of those. Well, a messenger bot, we can program these things to answer all those silly questions. If you know you're getting the same kind of questions all the time, like if you're a restaurant and you constantly get people going, hey, where's your menu at? Or what time do you open? What time do you close? What's your special? You can program all these things to just fire automatically and answer those questions. Okay, so with that in mind, I'll go through the little PowerPoint here. So I'm already introduce myself. All right, so here's what we're going to cover. The current state of messenger platforms, new messenger features, what's coming, what is a messenger bot, the power of messenger marketing, building a list of Facebook profiles, building a list using growth tools, messenger automations and segmentations, contest giveaways, polls, quizzes, and games. So we'll touch on that real quick. The biggest thing about messenger marketing is email is dead. We can all agree on that, right? Unless it's somebody that you know or is emailing you. Are you opening cold emails that you don't know who they are? They gotta catch your attention for you to open it, right? If I sent you an email and said, hey, free pizza tomorrow, you might open it. But typically you're not gonna open it. Me personally, I got my email notifications turned off because I don't want all that spam giving me a notification every 10 minutes. That's what it would look like. So with messengers, as we'll see in a little bit, the open rate is almost 100% because if you get a Facebook ding while you're sitting here, you're itching to look at it. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. So monthly active user on Messenger, we got 1.3 billion each month active on Facebook Messenger. And then you got Instagram and all that.
Is that just US?
That's probably worldwide. Monte over here. And let me introduce Monte. He's my tech guy, helps me with Valet Media. He helped me put the slideshow together. Was that a nationwide or is it worldwide?
I think that was worldwide.
Sounds about right. So even in the US, which makes up a huge part of that number, I would imagine. But either way, that's a huge number, especially for someone like you that's got the popcorn store that's selling retail. You can sell to whoever. It doesn't matter where they are. Do you ship worldwide?
I have, yes.
Exactly. So you could reach people from all over. So the current state here, you got most downloaded apps, Facebook app, Facebook Messenger, YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp. I don't really mess with that WhatsApp thing, but just know Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook are all combining together. I've already seen it start coming up in some of my pages that I manage, where you're getting asked if you want to combine your Instagram inbox with your Facebook inbox. They're about to just dump it all into one. You can connect your phone to Facebook Messenger.
But that's because Facebook actually acquired Instagram in 2016.
Yeah, they've had it for a while. Yeah.
So they're doing an integration.
We're trying to integrate it all. I don't necessarily agree with it because I don't want all that, you know what I mean, in one place. So if I have an option, I'm going to keep it separate. But that's just me. So Messenger app users, as you can see, 2014, we were down all the way up to 2020. We're predicting 139 million users. So we can all agree social media is a big deal and it's taken over everything. Monthly active users, Facebook's in the lead. You got Snapchat right behind it, WhatsApp. I still don't know where this WhatsApp thing comes from. I do not even know. So there's all the different things. How do we use Messenger? It's one-on-one. It's personal. You know, and that's what Messenger is for. It's a personal thing. You know, whether you're reaching out to a business page with Messenger, whether you're reaching out to a friend you haven't talked to in years, it's personal. Me personally, I prefer Facebook, talking to someone on Facebook over anything because I can see who you are, I can see who I'm talking to, I can stalk you real quick and figure out what you're doing. We got mutual friends, what kind of business you got, like, you know, we can find out about each other that way versus I go home and pull one of y'all's business cards out and I'm like, who was that again? If you didn't do anything that stuck out to me, I'm probably not going to remember you. And then I'm going to track you down online to see who you are. So it's one-on-one. All right, so what if one to many? You know, now this Messenger marketing allows us to just do the pyramid of we just reaching everybody. All right, so that's kind of, I jumped ahead. That's combining them all together. So here's the very cool thing about this. Open rates on email, average open rate 23%. Click through 3.3. If anybody in here do MailChimp, Constant Contact, any of those email marketing tools?
No.
A couple of you, or you at least know about it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's your open rates looking like when you send out those email blasts? Is that accurate? Is it about accurate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've found that
I get a very high rate because I actually use them very specifically for my customers to tell them about things I'm doing.
Right.
So I know there's going to be interest.
Exactly, and that's the key.
It's not
Right,
like
not as
to
cold
like,
outreach.
Please look at me.
Right. And I do
use it
some of
the
that
other-
too.
I use it the other way around.
I do some of that too. So it depends on my campaign, what I'm doing with it.
Yeah.
Now, if I just grab 5,000 business owners' emails and dump them in there and shoot out a cold blast, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible. So email. Don't get it twisted. Email is still very, very good. But it's got to be a warm audience. It's got to be people that know you, people that are expecting email from you, and if you're sending out newsletters, you're not blasting them out once a week, but be consistent, send it out monthly, and talk about things that are going to resonate with your audience. Don't just send out a silly newsletter that's talking about something that has nothing to do with what you're doing. So those are key. But on the flip side, Messenger, average open rate 90%, and I'm going to show you some real numbers here in a little bit. Average click-through 30%. You don't ignore Messenger messages. Yes, Facebook put it in there. If we're not friends, I hit the other inbox, but you still get a notification. A lot of people are not hip to that other inbox thing. So if you're not, if it's someone that you're just trying to outreach to that you're not friends with yet, they might not see it. But if you're friends with them, they're going to see it. I say that number's higher, and I'll show you in a little bit that it is. So we've all seen this right here. Facebook kind of automatically puts these on our Facebook fan pages. Has anybody got any of these on their page already? Everybody familiar with it? You'll land on somebody's page and it'll just pop up and it's like, hey, here's a few things. Here's the thing though. Click on one of those and nothing happens. It just sits there. It's used to prompt you to ask certain questions, but unless there's a live human on the other end that replies instantly, they're not. If they are, they're not busy. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that if I get instant reply from a business page that I can tell is one of those. But the key is you can utilize this. If nothing else, I recommend everybody go into your settings and look through these and customize those to your business. Don't just let Facebook pick what they want to put on there because they're just throwing random stuff out there that might not be what you want to put out there. So this is something you can take advantage of for free. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. You can go in there and customize those questions. You can customize the replies to those. So Facebook is already integrating these automated messenger situations on their own because Facebook likes to control everything. So eventually it might be a situation where Facebook just knocks all these platforms out and just says, hey, here's everything we can do. So that, like I mentioned, when you click on that, it does nothing unless somebody responds. So what are chatbots? Okay, basic of bots. So responds to messages automatically, collects Facebook profile data. The thing about Facebook and social media, when you sign up, you have all those options of making your information public or private. Okay, Facebook gets it regardless. And then you have all those options of how you want to customize your Facebook profile. If you want to lock it down, I'll give you a hint and we'll get to it. If you leave your email open and your phone number open, I can automatically collect it with a messenger bot. You got to give me permission through the sequence, but because you've already made it public, it's cool because it's like, hey, is this your phone number? You ain't even got to type it. So it's kind of crazy. So we can gather email and phone numbers. We can build a database of leads. We can segment and tag these database subscribers. So you can set up all these different tags that you can tag them based on what they did, what they didn't do. You know what I mean? How far they got in your funnel. Who's heard of a sales funnel before? So think of that. This is a new way for a funnel. Send reminders, broadcast messages. So now we've got these automated things up, shoots it out every now and then, however you want to do, and a whole lot more. So active messenger chatbots, we've only got 300,000 in use, approximately. So there's a big opportunity for this. It's still kind of new. Who's heard of it even? Like I didn't hear of it until a couple years ago. I had heard of it, but I wasn't really, I wasn't actively looking into it. So we got 200,000 developers. There's all kinds of developers popping up in the space. Solo projects, experimenting, stuff like that. There's all kinds of new platforms that are popping up. Me and Monte's in a lot of that stuff where we're seeing a lot of new things in the space. Some of it works, some of it don't. Messenger marketing, only 1% of nonprofit organization entrepreneurs and businesses actively engage with their customers via Messenger. 1%.
Crazy.
It's crazy. A lot of times I'll send a message to a Facebook page and won't get a response ever. And see that they're active and they're posting. Whether it's a cold approach for a sale or whatever, you should still always just respond. Wouldn't you rather have somebody go, hey, sorry, not interested, or just something, acknowledge that you were messaged? So that's something to keep in mind. So you got all these new things, Zoom and all these webinar platforms. There's all these new things coming up. So you got Facebook newsfeed versus Messenger. Engagement, Messenger has a 10 to 80 times better engagement than an organic post on Facebook news feed. Let's touch on that for a second. When Facebook first started shifting, I've been running ads on Facebook since you could boost a personal post. You could literally spend $10 and Facebook said they would deliver your personal post to all your friends. And at first I was like, what is it? What? Because there was no advertising space in Facebook yet. So as the years went, we've all seen all the talk about the algorithm and all this, that, and the third. You know, people are not seeing your posts like you think they would, especially on your personal level. If we're not connecting back and forth, you're not going to be on my feed. I'm not going to be in yours. You know what I mean? I figured that out. Because if you notice, if I've never spoke to you and we message, now all of a sudden I'm in your feed. Because Facebook was designed for personal. Back in the day, I couldn't get on Facebook because I didn't have a college email. Like, it was only open to college students in the beginning. So it's built with that personal touch in mind. Your news feed, you can have 10,000 fans on your page and maybe only 300 are even seeing your post because they haven't engaged with your post. So that's where you see a lot of these business pages now that are taking that approach of posting memes, they're posting silly stuff, clickbait, you know, to get people to engage with their page. And that's why they're doing it, because the more people that engage, the more people are going to see your stuff later. So you gotta balance that the business versus having fun and making people just check your stuff out.
Quick question, sorry, with what you were just talking about, people, is there a period of time where that will kind of go away or wear out, if you like, if they don't interact 6 months or so, then it will kind of tail off again?
That's what I've seen, is it's designed like that. If you're not interacting on a normal basis, it will fizzle out. So you might be interacting with me a lot for like the next 30 days because we just made a connection and we're talking and then we stop talking. We're going to see our stuff kind of disappear from each other. Because I mean, me especially, I'm a marketer. I got 5,000 friends and I only see a couple hundred in my time feed. And in the beginning, I was like, how am I not seeing these people? But there's tricks. You can go hit follow and see people first. There's all these things. Or if you get those people calling the negative Nancy's that pop up in my feed, and I just don't want to see it, but I don't want to unfriend them. So I'm like, you know, you can go unfollow them so you don't see them in your feed no more, but you're still friends with them. So you can still double back and check up on them if you wanted to. So these are all things that we got to keep in mind. Newsfeed posts are only getting 0 to 2% visibility. News feeds get 2% click-through rate. Messenger is getting, you know, the 90% with the 30% click-through. So, but wait, there's more. Build a messenger list. So these are some of the screenshots from mine and Monte's messenger list on a collective basis. This one, I don't know if you can see the dates on them, but it gives you the date ranges, tells you, you know, gives you the graph. That one, 46 people in 6 days. We call them leads. It's not always leads, it's subscribers. They've subscribed one way or the other. So we are agency partners with ManyChat is the platform. If you're interested in exploring the messenger bot, ManyChat is the best one to go with. There's other ones. There's Chat Fuel and Active Chat, but ManyChat I've found has been the best that's integrated with Facebook. So if you guys want to look into this, they got courses on there. There's videos. You know, some of this stuff is not that complicated to set up some of your simple things that if you just want to get some of that automation done. So check it out. So here's some of the different things you can do with ManyChat. So you can build buttons, you can build boxes, you can do a page takeover, slide in, bars. You can build landing pages. Who's heard of landing pages? All right, that's, you know, you don't want to build a whole website for just something you want to promote real quick. What do? You build a landing page. There's all those different things. Now you can build these through this. And it looks like a real, I'll show you one in a little bit. It looks like a real landing page that you would have got a link for. You can run ads through here. You can run messenger codes. They say these QR codes and messenger codes are going away. I don't know how true it is, but it's definitely, they're talking about it. Facebook comments is my favorite thing. So let's talk about, everybody's seen the contest on Facebook, right? I talk about this all the time in the networking groups. It's the share this post, tag 2 friends, click your feet twice, and knock on the wall, and you're entered for, a chance to win concert tickets. They want you to jump through all these hoops, right? Think about it as the business owner. What that really do? It got you, it boosted, it got you to clout, like the kids say. It got you to clout. It got you that everybody sees you now because you got shared, and it keeps you up in the algorithm, and it's good. But think about it. So 500 people clicked on your business coaching page, right? Because you had a contest. Now, if you had a contest that had a prize that related to your niche, that's good. But again, do you have time to sit there and message 500 people and go, hey, thanks for entering my contest. Let's connect. Do you got time to do all that? Does anybody got time to do that? I don't, and I sit in front of a computer 24/7. So the key is with that, it's the wrong way to do it because you're not getting a return on your investment for that. Even if you didn't run a Facebook ad and you're giving away that prize that's worth a couple $100, you just gave away a prize worth a couple $100. Is basically all you did. And now some people might know who you are. The new way is you run a contest with the Manning chat with the messenger bot, set it up on a comment tool, and you trigger it to where I ran a Father's Day promotion. I'm going to show you on my podcast page here in a minute. I run a Father's Day promotion. It was a simple blah, 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 and the keyword was comment below with what your dad likes to do when he gets home from work. Something silly that's going to engage people. Now, the bot is set up to as soon as they comment, no matter what they comment, the bot will message them and say, hey, so you want to enter a contest? And it starts going through the flow. So I'm going to stop on that for a second and show you what that looks like.
Well, another quick question, sorry.
Sure, no, ask
Manny
away.
Chat, is that M-A-N-N-Y?
M-A-N-Y chat.
Many chat.
Yep. All right, so we'll pull over. So here's the dashboard for my podcast that we do, and that's actually the subscribers we have. We got 55. That was from a weekend, a last minute promotion I did for that Father's Day thing. And here is, where's it at? So I had a comment contest. We had 45 opt-in, % conversion, 100% opened, 50% clicked. And now there's a bunch of different moving parts in that to where they didn't click on everything because not everything needed to be clicked on. Now, if you go to my audience, these are all the people. Give me their name. Let's pull up Danny Boy over here that works with me. Got his picture, know who he is. He clicked on the subscribe to podcast tag that I set up because I wanted to drive traffic to subscribe. And he opted in through the comment contest. So if I want to do other things, it's going to show me all the different ways that he opted in. Okay, so that's a little bit on that. Now, I did a broadcast after that was over. I went back and sent out a broadcast to everybody. This is where it gets, a little tricky. I sent a broadcast like a week or two later. Goes, hey, did you know we go live every Monday for our podcast? Sent to 55 people. 45% read it because that's a salesy message kind of. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, come watch my podcast. But still, it was delivered to all 100% on delivery. Opened by 45, so 81% still opened it. So they seen it, regardless of whether they clicked. Only 1.8% opened, but I didn't really need them to click. I didn't need them to open. I just wanted that awareness of, hey, we do our podcast every Monday live. So those are kind of things. You can do auto posting through here. You can do your automation. This is where you set up your main menu and stuff. I haven't set it up on this page in particular. So let me show you one that I have. We got Victoria, the local massage girl that I help with marketing. I got a really cool campaign going for her. It's a birthday promotion. She's giving away a 30-minute birthday massage for people that's got a birthday in the next 14 days. Facebook allows us to target people with upcoming birthdays, so that's how we can niche that down. And with her, I'll show you the main menu. We set up the main menu so when you come in, it looks like that. You can click here for services, or, oh, did you want to know about the free birthday massage promo? This one in particular, I have set up on a text and email platform as well, so I'm getting people on all angles. So that's just some stuff. I know we ain't got a lot of time, so let me get back to this. All right, so that's a bunch of different things you can do. I kind of already showed you the audience and stuff, so that, and the welcome message and setting up those default replies. Sometimes you'll land on a page and it just automatically says something to you. You can set that up through Facebook too. It's not going to be as automated, but if you set it up through here, that's where you can put those buttons and have them go wherever you want them to go. So as we already talked about, we can tag organize people. So like for you with the retail, if they've bought popcorn from you from your campaign, you can tag them, because now you know those are people that are most likely going to buy your product again, or they're going to do, you know, for me, if they subscribe to the podcast, I know they're probably interested in them. I can drive them back to the podcast again. So it organizes your tags, customers versus whatever you want to tag and segment that as. So now we've got email, we've got messenger. We can do all these. We can put videos. I'm in some bots where, you know, as an entrepreneur, for example, and he's trying to get me to buy one of these courses. And I always go through all the bots. I got so many of them in my phone, and I'm just always getting hit with all of them. Because I like to see their flow. I like to see the way they word things. Phone's going off now. I guarantee it's a bot. The one that really got me, though, was this dude, you know, his follow-up was knocking on the glass, and he's like, hey, man, you want to make some money or what? What are you doing? And I'm like, wow, that was clever. So you can, you know, for a real estate agent, you could have a personal video in there introducing yourself. Or as a business coach, anybody. Like, hey, sorry I'm not available right now, but do a little video. You can do your 60-second, you know, elevator pitch. You can put GIFs in there to make it funny. You can put pictures, videos. You can do whatever. It's so crazy the things you can do. And then, like I said, it sets your employee of the year, man, because he don't talk back to you. He's not telling you he's not showing up. He's always on time. There's no complaints from the bot. You know what I mean? Like, there's no nothing. Whatever I tell it to do, it's going to do it. It's not going to question it. It's going to be like, okay, Mark. If I program it wrong, it's going to say, hey, I can't do that. But that's about it.
Mark's in love with bots.
I am. I love them. I love them. So here's like a little demo of a bot. You can set up all these different buttons. This is one showing you like, oh, I like Ray-Bans. Well, here's some Ray-Bans. You know, Ray-Bans has got a bot. Go through. I challenge everybody just to look at things. Go find some of these bigger brands that you're interested in. They all got bots on there. And just go through their bots and watch how they talk. And some of them are cool, some of them suck. You know what I mean? Just check it out. So the strategy is the secret. The strategy is all those things talking about. The giveaways. So building the list is the most important part. You know, we can do all these crazy things, and if you don't have a goal in mind and you're not building that list, you're not getting a return on your investment. It's back to that silly post where it's like, hey, touch your nose and share this post, and we might send you something free. If you run these contests and you run these cool little things and you're constantly building that list, you can later do whatever you want with that list. You can send them things about your business. You can send them things about the weather, whatever you want to do. So build the list is the most important part on anything. We all have the same problem. We all want more customers, right? Can we agree? If you don't want more customers, I need to talk to you. I need to figure out why. I want to know. So getting more customers is getting in touch with more people. You know, this is the thing, man. How do you get started? Yeah, you can go on YouTube and you watch videos. There's tons of them. I don't sleep sometimes because of those videos. But let's be real, the time is what that's going to take you. I spent about 30 hours building something out last week, and it was driving me crazy. I called Monty every day. Like, dude, it's just not doing what it needs to do, and I know I did it right. So those are the struggles you're going to run into. You know, you can buy the templates, you can pay people to do it, but it's really just all about our time and how valuable our time is. Of course, we can build it for you. I'm not going to sell you and do all that. You know, just to wrap it up on the presentation, then I'm going to show you what are we looking like on time?
Just about finished.
Okay. Well, I was going to show you some more demos, but no time. So just remember, right now, We don't have a lot of people in this space doing this. So now is the perfect time to do this because not everybody's doing it. It's not watered down. It's not all burnt out and like, oh man, another bot. Yeah, there's plenty of them. I feel like it's like way more than 1%, but I'm in the space and I'm watching. So in conclusion, yeah, bots are cool. Anybody got any questions?
Is that ManyChat, for example, is that freeware?
It is $10 a month,
$10
and it's staggered out on how many active users you have. So pretty much your subscriber list, it goes up as it go up. I've got it spread out across a bunch of different pages, and I haven't went over yet because it takes a little bit. Unless you're going to dump a lot of money into marketing, you're not going to build it quick. If you're giving away a free car, you might get 1,000 people in there real quick. So anybody else?
On the business page, do the bots affect the response rate rating on the page?
That's a good question.
As far as gives you like, well, yeah. What do you mean?
So if you for example, somebody would message my business page,
Right.
and I don't get back to them for like 24 hours. It's gonna say that my response time is on average. X
Oh
amount.
yeah, so it's going to help you if you got those keywords set up and those functions, like to answer questions you already know people are going to ask. It's automatically going to reply, so it's going to help your response rate. And on top of that, these things, you can jump in at any time and shut it off pretty much. If I got a flow set up, like right now with this massage campaign I got going, some people are just silly. I won't call them stupid, but they're silly. They go around it. The bot's asking them a question and they're just completely ignoring it. And it's so frustrating because I'm like, it just asked you when your birthday is. Why can't you just respond? So those are those things you got to be aware of, and you got to jump in there and answer sometimes manually. But it's going to give you that auto reply to kind of just like put it off for a second, so you don't got to just stop what you're doing like you normally would have.
I just wasn't sure if because it's a third party if.
No, it's integrated. It's an approved app with Facebook. So the way Facebook works is if it's an app that Facebook has approved and it syncs up with, then they all communicate with each other. Anybody else? No? Good.
Really, 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 really good.
All right. Well,
All
thank
right,
you guys for listening.
Thank you so much, Mark, for coming in live. Every single Tuesday at the Long and Foster Building on William Street in Fredericksburg at 8:30 in the morning till 9:30. We are here. You are welcome to come. Bring your business cards and your guests. And if you want to sign up as a guest speaker, please do so. And if you want to sign up as a sponsor for breakfast, you could do that too. 8:30 Tuesday mornings at the Long and Foster Building, 1910 William Street. We take care and have a great, great day. Bye.